like on a normal race weekend, the cars spend more time practicing than they do race plus qualifying as well. Like, so like that, I think 3 practice sessions is too much.
Yeah.
I think 1 practice session, then a sprint race, which you can still learn stuff from, but you're not prioritizing testing. You're prioritizing, especially if you could argue if you're at the back, you can spend in the sprint, you can almost treat that more as a test session than the cars at the front.
Come into
qualifying.
Come into the pits, change a little bit, go back out.
Again, that's literally what Alex was doing yesterday.
Yeah.
He literally said, like, he was trying different lines. He was like trying different things on the wheel to try and learn. He wasn't really trying to gain position, because when you're, well outside the top 10, what's the point?
That's it, innit?
So,
or you make it more high stakes. They get, 8 points? For
Yeah.
win in a
Yeah.
sprint? So you're not going to be as happy winning a sprint. You see it. They're like,
oh yeah, Oscar was like,
I've won a sprint.
Even
Cool.
Oscar, a rookie.
They're not as high. They're not
Cheers,
high
mate.
stakes.
Yeah.
So
what should the stakes be? You think?
We could do normal points.
25 points.
Oh,
Normal points would be
driving for
Maybe
their
not
life.
normal, but like
That's what you want.
Yeah,
That's what
I
you
just
want.
don't know
That's
how
what
they
I
do that. Yeah, like if you're at the back, what in a sprint, it's like pointless.
Also, why don't we give all points?
That's
in
what
the sprint?
happens in IndyCar.
Like in the sprint,
Everyone
just give
gets
them-
points.
Everyone, just give everyone a point.
Give them
Yeah.
the points.
Yeah, just chuck them out. You know what I mean? Your P20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
People
5
at the
points.
back,
There
give
you
them
go.
the opportunity. That should be the opportunity, the sprint, for the back markers to have more fun.
Yeah, could you do like top 15 get points, and it's 15 down to 1?
Then you've got that opportunity for that 5 that don't usually get points.
Especially with a team like Haas, that they just can't hold on to their tyres for a race. So the sprints are good for Haas, because they can just cook them early and just hope they hold on to a good qualifying position.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
I don't know. I think there's room for it. I'm still open to. I get some. I understand why it's because I think the format's not right now. I just hope that F1. Well, they say they're meant to be making these changes for next year.
It'd be good
we'll
to
see.
I think they spread it out a bit. It's just too sandwiched. Friday to Sunday, I've had like 8 sessions.
They chuck it at you, don't
Do you know what I mean? And I'm just like exhausted by the end of it. Whereas
You don't get any midweek F1.
that's what I'd
You don't
rather
get
that, but
don't get any weeks off
But
in
I'd
F1
rather-
like you do like.
I'd rather
You do get
stuff,
weeks off, don't
you know, give me more content on the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's lead up to it. Let's lead up to the crescendo that is Sunday. And you don't have to have a race every week. In that case, you have a race every 2 weeks. And it just keeps that rhythm. I know somebody was mentioning, you said you like the triple headers. I mean, yeah, I'm exhausted. I mean, triple headers and the sprint.
After this race, I'm like,
Actually, there was one other suggestion that Craig Slater made, and I thought it's quite interesting. If you you literally just have, like, you turn up on the, I guess, Friday, like the teams turn up on the Friday, Saturday, like 1 practice session, then qualifying, straight into the race Sunday. But then you have more Grand Prix over the course of the year. So you shorten the weekend, but then maybe have 28 races or something.
Yeah. I hear it. I'm with that. I don't
instead
mind
of
that.
because they get there like Wednesday at the moment.
Yeah.
And then they're like media Thursday, practice Friday. So you turn up Friday,
Yeah.
like early doors, get the media done. Saturday, 1 practice session, qualifying, race Sunday.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then more races. That could maybe be a
bad.
thing.
People probably watch it more, like the engagement, if it's on more but spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the worst shout.
It's definitely not.
So, and it would get a few tracks we mentioned earlier, like Carlisle, Misa Pang,
Yeah.
Hockenheim back on the calendar, maybe. That could cook. Nürburgring would be the Nordschleife, the full,
The full thing, the full 6 minute
bring it back like the old days. Bring it back.
You team Nürburgring over Hockenheim? Surely not.
Ooh,
Hockenheim's
You know what?
GP
I like the Nürburgring for like Porsches.
Fair dues. Yeah.
for GT cars. Isn't
Fair
it?
dues.
There's a video on YouTube and 919 Evo going around the Nürburgring like on a timed lap for like to set a world record. This thing is flying.
Oh, I know. When it's not got headlights, right?
Nah.
It's just got covers.
It looks
over.
like a Le Mans car.
Yeah, I think they've just got stickers for headlights.
Yeah, this thing's booking it round there. You see the camera angles. It's like no, crazy.
Brilliant.
Well, look, final subject and another track that we don't know how interesting it will or won't be, and we talked a bit about this on the live stream, is Las Vegas.
Viva.
How are we feeling about Vegas? Because I think all of the hype is very much off track and there's not been too much focus on the track itself, which I'm a bit concerned about, guys. I'm not going to lie.
It's like a magician, isn't it? This is where all the magic's happening. It's probably happening somewhere else. It's I hope that it's a good race. I haven't got high hopes for it. I feel like it is going to be very overproduced. Oh yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Have any of you guys been to Vegas, by the way?
Never been.
Doesn't appeal to me.
Okay, you're not interested. No, doesn't appeal. You go one or two ways, I think.
Yeah, I'll come back broke.
I mean,
Put it that way.
Yeah.
I'll come back in crushing debt.
I mean, aren't there like the slots at the airports meant to be really good odds to like try and get you to
Stay.
yeah,
There's all these like mental things that
know. You play the system, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
know.
What do
I
you think,
think-
El?
It's given Miami, I think. You know when we saw like the track wasn't even ready, and then they had like the little port, and it was just awful.
Yeah.
The
Like,
fake water. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I just think I don't know. I'm not sure about. It's all about the racing for us as fans,
Yeah.
like, and I just don't think it's going to be great. So, yeah.
I'm going in open-minded, straight up. I'm just going to go in there and be like, you know what? Like, I love America. I love the way that they sell things very well, right? They're very good at presentation and all that kind of thing. I'm just going to be like, look, give it to me. Show me what you got.
Embrace the fun.
I'll embrace it. Give it to me, baby. Yeah, exactly. If the race sucks, hey, it is what it is, right? But
It will be fun.
I will drink it in for sure. And it's the first one. It's Las Vegas. It's at night. Like, there's a lot of things that we don't know, and that's kind of cool. Just to kind of get in there and be like, I don't think they'll even have a flat surface. Like, I think it's going to be absolutely. Have you seen that when Red Bull do stuff? Is it in Vegas that they do it? Red Bull does
they've
stuff,
done
but
show
they've done
runs,
like a whole strip, and then they've done like a UE and whatever else.
we've
Like,
checked.
that's always been very much like, I wonder what it would be like for a race.
Yeah.
That's going to be dangerous and it's going to look mental. So just for the sheer shenanigans, I'm ready for it. And let's see how it goes. It might die down very quickly. It might, but yeah, I'm going to embrace that. I'm looking forward to it.
But we talked about locals don't seem to be happy. I think we've all seen different reports, right? Yeah. Like locals like where they've got the big sphere now, so they're covering it up because they don't want people looking at the track from the bridges, and they're just like tearing it all off.
Yeah, they're peeling it all back.
I don't know. And you were saying like digging up trees and stuff, right?
Yeah, they literally had like a tiny bit, like, you know what Vegas is like. They had a bit of water. It's meant to be like a little fake,
Yeah.
you know. They've got rid of that. It's concrete. They had trees, and all the residents are like, right, the little bit of greenery we did have is gone. There's literally holes where the trees were, and they're just filled with concrete.
It's bad.
Why? Is it a safety
Is it
thing?
for the
if
track?
Yeah,
cars
they-
not hitting
On
the
the
trees, maybe? Or I don't know.
They're
Like,
building like major grandstands there.
Oh yeah,
Like,
everywhere. They're
that's-
dotting
so that's
them
what
about.
That's
it?
what's like. That's why they're unearthing trees and stuff like that, because they're like, we need to make room for the grandstand. There's like a place that normally has the pool, and they've just like whacked it. They've drained the pool and whacked a whole load of scaffolding in there for the base of the grandstand, which is yes.
But then you can't watch as a resident.
But then that's the thing. The people that it hurts the most is people that have just booked a trip to Vegas, have no intention of watching a Formula One. Now they're stuck because it's a case of like they can't go do all the sightseeing that they want to do because half of it's going to be cut off from the track.
They said it's all blocked, all the
Yeah.
major like landmarks there, like the volcano and things.
And that's why, like, I think a British street circuit in London would never be a good idea.
oh my God, that would be awful.
It'd be carnage.
That would be
Like,
so
London
bad.
doesn't function correctly on the best of times.
Nah.
If you were
Just
to
Stop Oil would love that though.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be all over that.
oh,
Over it.
They would be all over that.
because I know that there was rumors of like a London street circuit. Around
Yeah, there was.
the East London area.
Yeah.
At Docklands way, yeah.
But yeah, it would just be carnage because I used to work at East London Porsche, and the A12 that runs next to that
God.
is a nightmare anyway.
That's so bad.
So you'd have to shut everything from about there onwards
Yeah.
before you get street circuits in major landmark city places is not ideal.
Yeah, because actually when you think, I mean, obviously Monaco's so established, it's been there forever. It's always been, it's just part of the,
They've facilitated
so normalized.
that,
Yeah. And then you look at the other, I mean, Baku obviously like is quite a new city relative. And I mean, compared to, a city like Vegas or London, I nowhere near that's going to be really interesting to see how that like, because you got to think if they've gone on to this effort, they've built this, there's a permanent facility there as well, right, in Vegas, because obviously a lot of the track will come down, but there's still like I think where the pits is, that's a permanent building that's going to stay there. So there's an intention of keeping F1 in Vegas for the long term. And this is the first race as well. Like it's, because I went to like the first Miami race and actually like the organization, like getting in and out of the track was really good compared to like when I went to Hungary. my God, it took me 5 hours to get out of the track because the cab for like the queues for the cabs, and there's no infrastructure getting out, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's certain things it can do well, but I do the idea, the glamour, you know, F1 is a sport of the privileged and in terms of like historically, and like we've raced in Monaco. Yeah, Vegas is the American Monaco.
Yeah.
So it feels like I'm not fundamentally against it being there because it's part of the show, but I'm just not because you're very restricted. Obviously, with a street circuit, you're very restricted to where you can build the track because you have to use the roads that are there.
Yeah.
And I mean, Baku was a stinker. First year we had Azerbaijan was a stinker, and it's been pretty good since then. So. I don't know. What are we early predictions for Vegas? I know we've got a couple of weeks. Who's going to win?
Who's going to win?
Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Because it's straight line merchants, but 90-degree corners. I'm actually going to say Checo.
Oh,
he loves the street circuit.
A 90-degree corner, which is what street circuit is. He loves it.
That is in his boat. That is.
That's
I've
his
got
element.
my good luck braids in. I'm going to say Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lewis will cook.
Lewis will do
I just don't think with that car, they're not good on like slow corners. Or any today.
Yeah.
one can only
It's
hope.
weird because they were good on slow corners at Mexico last week, but they're terrible at slow corners in Interlagos this week.
Yeah, the exit is terrible, isn't it? That's the thing. The exit
like-
from a corner is.
You want to like push it out.
It was back the
But
sprint.
they're stuck in fifth.
In
and
the
it's
sprint, yeah.
Like,
In the sprint, it was shocking. It was dire. I would say Lando Norris. Let's go. Let's do it, man. Lando Norris is going to get his first win in a track that no one knows. Not even people from Las Vegas know.
Max,
Right.
no, he'll be on the sim tonight.
Yeah, Max is all over it. Isn't he? That's the problem.
He'll be on the sim tonight on it. Yeah, what are you saying?
I'd love it to be Danny Rick.
Oh,
Imagine
yeah.
hit. Oh yeah.
The one who wanted it.
You know what, yeah.
Everyone said that, didn't they? They were like, we just need him back for Las Vegas. But I think it'll be Red Bull.
Yeah.
Their car suits the street circuit. So